So, hello everybody, and welcome this morning to Avon High School, where the Hornell Red Raiders take on the Avon Braves. I'm Bob Peischer, broadcasting from the Simmons and Rockwell broadcast booth here from the campus of Avon High School. And it is a little bit windy out. And for some reason, my ads do not work properly, which is probably a relief to a lot of people, but I'm not sure why the overlays aren't on. But we do have baseball, and it seems to be working. I do have this overlay here. This is the B1 standings coming into this morning. Hornell 6 and 2. I don't have the list of the C1, which is Avon, Avon, and they are 6 and 1. So both teams to the 6-win mark here as they're trying to do some cleanup. I was really shocked that they're actually playing this game today because it's still kind of misty a little bit. But we'll see what happens here today. Both the girls softball team is playing as well. They're over here. Maybe I can zoom in and you can watch some action during between innings. Meeting. You can hear the slight breeze. It's more than a slight breeze, but I've got my winter coat on. Let's put it that way. Head coach of Avon is Rob Fries, and Hornell, of course, Joe Flint, with assistant coach Pat McHale, Steve Carson, and Mikey Bassage. I say Mikey. I should call him just Mike Bassage. They're not going to announce. It doesn't look like the starting lineups and stuff, so I'll have to rely on my stat keeping. The big thing we saw the last game when the field was wet, the last Hornell game, we had a couple sliding injuries. You know, not when you're trying to slide on dirt, you seem to slide a lot quicker when it's dry than you do. You get kind of hung up, and it happened twice to some runners by both teams, and you don't want to see any injuries when they're trying to slide into places because obviously this is a thicker mud, and it's not sloppy mud, and they wouldn't be playing in sloppy mud anyways. Still trying to make a decision here, it looks like, with what they're doing. Quite a bit of fans showing up here today, too, for Saturday morning baseball. There's the 6 and 1 Avon Braves. On the mound for Avon is number 5, Evan Maston. Watch him throw a few warm-up pitches here. I may have to move over a little bit. That's what I'm going to do. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be back.
Costs are rising, and the Ryan agencies are taking action. We trim the cost of your insurance with cutting-edge ideas. Want money back in your pocket? A quick call can result in savings without sacrificing coverage. The Ryan agencies, your local insurance inflation fighters.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
Overhead Door, a garage door company that has been with your family from the beginning, through all the ups and downs of life. From the small repairs to making your vision a reality. Overhead Door, your trusted garage door expert since 1921. Be sure you're getting the genuine, the original overhead door service.
Okay, welcome back. Just wanted to move over just a tad here because in danger of the shortstop always being in my way. Now I have to deal with the umpire, though, too. It's happened. Take a look. You can see the skies here. The low-hanging. You hear the jets, but you don't see them like you usually do on a nice clear day here at Avon. Always enjoyable to come over to the Avon area. Maston, a senior. Let's give you the game time temperature here for those that are watching. I see some people from Florida. I'll let you know what we're dealing with up here. 49 and cloudy. It says feels like 44, but as their first batter is Gates Miller, and that one's high from Maston. Inside 2-0 to Gates Miller. Miller, the senior. Ooh, low ball called strike. Three and one. Well, it didn't go as far out in the field. I apologize. Nice play. At time number 4, Trevor Stroud. So 1 out. Popped up. Oh, and he drops it. So when there was a base hit. No, I'm trying to over the base hit. He got on an error, I should say. Advances to second, Argenteri. Gennaro Pico. Pico looking at 2-0. Top of the first inning. 1 out. 3-0 to Pico. Wide Effingham on second for Hornell. So runner in scoring position here. That's low and outside. Pico walks. The ball gets free. Argenteri, you're not going to see how different the sliding is a little bit there. You see Argenteri take a little bit of a stumble there. Watch this again. Whoa. What happens is that, if you happen to touch your cleat, one of the players, last time it was raining, I mentioned that I talked to, can't remember who it was on the field who took that slide. Was it Andrew Davis, or said that, his foot got caught in the mud, the gets a little heavier. So this is Jake Ponicello. Pico takes second. So runners at second and third with nobody out. 1-0 to 1-0 to Ponicello. Fouls that one off for 1-1. Again, if you're just joining us, Hornell comes in with a 6-2 record. And there's the standings, and Hornell's in third place. Most important, obviously, is the stat on your right-hand side. That was the seeding points. You see some teams have more wins, even less losses, but it depends on who they play to where they end up in the sectional seeding. This is the 9th game of the season for Hornell. Avon is 6-1. This is their 8th game. Ponicello, hefty cut. Nice pitch by Maston. Maston listed as pitcher and center fielder for the senior. And Ponicello goes down for the second out. Shawnee Rose. That went outside. 2-0 to Rose. I thought Ponicello would get up there and be a little more patient, although Maston was throwing down the middle, so it's hard to be patient when the pitcher is throwing strikes. Yeah, he's the umpire's going for that low ball. And it's just hit. Looks like it's just hitting the strike zone, so nice pitch by Maston. Three and one. If I was Shawnee, I'd be taking here. He's got to throw 3 straight ball. Oh, lifted. Nice play. And that's the third out. It's number 66, Jack Reuter, making that play. Good job, Jack. So we go to the bottom of the first. Hornell left 2 men on. No hits, no runs, and 2 left on. We go to the bottom of the first. Like I said, I'm not sure why my graphics aren't working for the ads, but I know them. Maple City Collision. Give John Birch a call. Best auto body repair shop in the area, in the Hornell area, is Maple City Collision. They did a great job when I hit a deer with my car. So 607-324-1155, Maple City Collision. Valley Apparel and Designs, they do custom apparel and signs. 281-8777, team, school, sports, work apparel, and so much more. Log on to, or call them, 607-382-8777, team, school, sports, and work apparel. Also fundraising, so anything you want to, if you want to sell things for fundraising, they can do that as well. Valley Apparel and Designs. Apex Chiropractic helping you achieve new heights in wellness. Dr. Joseph McKay is a professor of nutrition and a professional natural bodybuilder. I want to thank Dr. Joseph McKay at Apex Chiropractic, 44 Genesee Street in Hornell. Gilio's Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, 382-0836. Chad Gilio, 24-day emergency service, fully bonded and insured. It's Gilio's Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, 382-0836. And Rustic Lux, 176 Seneca Street. Don't throw that piece of furniture away. Bring it into Rustic Lux for reloved, refurbished furniture. It's Rustic Lux. So on the mound, Charlie Oyer for Hornell. At bat number 23, Christopher Kashorek. Kashorek is listed as a pitcher and center fielder as well. So he must be playing center. And there's a hit to start things off. Take a replay of that. Kashorek. Nice level swing. There's a strike. This is number 3, Michael Rowland. Rowland, the 11th grader. Listed as a pitcher and shortstop. You see Shawnee Rose, number 6, the shortstop for Hornell. Right in my way. Doesn't matter where I stand. It seems like everyone's in my way. Nice steal. Let's see his slide, how he slides in with the mud. Kind of leads with the leg there. Well, you always lead with the leg, but he was leading with the right leg. The knee first. Nice job by Pico for the second out. It was Evan Maston, the pitcher. Oh, and hit him. Hudson Volpe. Volpe, I should say. Gets hit. Laughing with Argenteri there. Oh, and a runner scores. So the ball gets free. I'm not sure if how I caught that because I was kind of confused at what was going on. I know somebody were stealing second, and yeah, Shawnee did not get home. So 2 outs here. This is a number 8. I don't have a number 8 on my team or on my roster. All I can go by is what's online, and after this I'll try to find out who number 8 is. Rose underneath it. And that's the 3rd out. 1 run does come home. 1-0 Avon. We'll be back.
When it comes to workers' comp, things can change quickly.
The only way to make sure your rights are protected is to have a trusted, committed attorney on your side.
An attorney who has devoted their career to helping injured workers.
Someone to fight for the money and medical benefits you deserve.
The only person on your side
is the attorney at your side.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
Traditional checking accounts are old news. So what are you waiting for? Reach new heights with Apex Rewards checking from First Heritage Federal Credit Union. Apex gives you the option to choose between cash back or high interest with a free checking account that pays you. Plus, ATM fees get refunded. Choose your rewards at fhfcu.org and get one step closer to achieving your financial goals.
Shop, finance, and buy your next car all online. With a new shopping experience at your fingertips, make car buying simple when you drive your deal at Simmons Rockwell Nissan in Horseheads and Hornell.
Hi, I'm Laura Dagan-Pico, and along with my father, Jim Dagan, operate the Dagan Funeral Home here in Hornell.
The Dagan Funeral Home is a large, spacious, handicap-accessible facility with a seating capacity of 150 people, along with a separate family room for entertaining children. We also offer DVD memorial tributes, which continually show photographs and movies of your loved one's life on 2 beautiful flat-screen TVs.
The Dagan Funeral Home, 5 generations of the Dagan family serving your family.
Okay, welcome back. Top of the second, 1-0 Avon. That last batter, we did find out I was nice enough for Christopher Koshorik to give me the name, because he is listed on the thing, but with no number. That's Richard Bryce was the last batter, number 8. And Davis is out. Nice play. Should have stayed with Maston that time. So 1 down. That was Andrew Davis. Davin Hoyer. For Hornell up. Oh, the ball is bouncing all over the place here. Oyer into second. With a double. Hornell's first hit of the game. This is the pitcher, Charlie Oyer. The ball gets free, and that'll be a advance by Oyer to third. So runner in scoring position just like that with nobody out here. Top of the second. That ball high. Again, Evan Maston on the mound for Avon, the senior pitcher. Avon 6-1 record. Hornell 6-2. Oyer lifts it. Oh, and it gets through. Drops it. Oyer gets on with an error by error. He started back. Unfortunately, saw there. It looked like before he decided to come in. They always taught, when I was a kid, you were taught you take one step forward before. But I'm not sure exactly what he did when off the bat, though. I couldn't see that. But maybe he did that and then just misjudged it. It's tough here because, you know, the ball in the sky, the sky is just grayish. And it's different white, you know what I mean? There's just different colors in the sky here. When I say different colors, of gray, different shades of gray that make it difficult to see the ball. Anyways, it is 1-1 as that error allowed Davin Oyer to come home for Hornell. This is Daniel Barnett Jr. Up. Barnett caught. Oh, and it's, yeah, that's, you stay where you, oh, he's going to go now. That's all right. You got to go, yeah. So, misplay. Throw over to first, and it gets past. Not a good throw by the third baseman. It is Bryce. Richard Bryce, yep. So 2 out because that ball was caught. Tried the double play there, and really it's a good try. And that ball gets away from the catcher. Oyer moves down to third. All year this year, there's just been a lot of errors by every team. And you really can't say it's early in the season because these are the 9th, 7th, 8th, 9th games, 10th games, and some are even over 10 games already played this year. This is Gates Miller with a full count. Top of the order for Hornell. Miller grounded out to second base. His first at bat is 0 for 1 today. And he walks him. So patient hitting by Miller. Hudson Volpe. First baseman for Avon. And really good job by Maston. You got 2 outs here. You do have, well, it's a tough situation for Maston because you have 2 outs. And you got one of the best hitters on the team up. But you don't want to throw the ball away. Him coming over to second, I don't know, well, that was a good pitch by Maston. That's 6 of one, half a dozen other, I think, there, because if he tries to throw him out at second, do you allow Oyer to run home? It's really got to be. It was more or less a fake, I think, that he was going to throw it anyways. Terry fouls that one off. Terry popped up to left field, and the ball got dropped and allowed him to go to second his first at bat. So he got on second with an error. Here you see the back of Gates Miller. Strike 3. And Terry doesn't like it. Looked like a good pitch. See if we can see that pitch again. Yeah, he's been calling that consistent. That's a strike. You know, it looks like obviously the glove comes down, but he's catching it, and his motion is carrying the glove to the ground. So that's hitting the low part of that strike zone. So good job by Evan Maston. We go to the bottom of the second here. Today's game is brought to you by MysticMedia.com. Mystic Media for all your internet and needs. Log on to MysticMedia.com. Thanks, Jim Moore. Jim Moore, Mystic Media. They created my website, which is still at work. They created it a while ago. I just haven't added the content and stuff to it. I did use it. It's PeischVideo.com. I also have PeischSports.live and a few other things registered. I just haven't. I've been lazy with it. But if you want to go to Peisch Sports or PeischVideo.com, I did post the times for the last track meet, but I've got to update that too. So I'm going to start making it more useful. Thanks, Mystic Media. Wyan Chiropractic Associates, 20 Park Drive in Hornell. Specializing in back and neck pain, headaches, all your spine care needs. Dr. John Wyan, Dr. Rich Kowski at Wyan Chiropractic. It sounds like all my symptoms, back and neck pain. I don't have headaches, so I've been extremely lucky. I do not have headaches. Hardly ever. Give you my medical diagnosis online. You know what I never have to is hiccups. Everyone has hiccups. I never get them. I've gotten them probably 3 times in my whole life. What else do you want to know? My chart. U of R, my chart. I can pull it up. So Charlie Oyer still on the mound here for Hornell. Bottom of the second. This is Trevor Stroud, the 10th grader. They've been moving around players here a little bit for Hornell. Braden Vaughn, I'm not sure why he is not playing first base for the first time this year. Got Wyatt Argenteri over there playing first. Low and outside, 1-1 to Stroud. Stroud 6 in the lineup here. Rose plays the bounce perfectly, and Argenteri stretches. Beautiful play. Gotta watch it. I always say it's any of these fields. None of them are in, pristine condition. And what I mean is, they roll them at the beginning of the year, and since then it's rained a couple times and everything else. I really think they should be rolled once every 2 weeks or so. That's just, I don't know what they do in the professional. Like, obviously, it's a full-time job by about 30 people when it comes to major league ballparks, but all I know is I've walked in these outfields of some of these fields, and it's like, how do you not break your ankles here? There's so many divots, and nothing's perfect, Nice play. Ground out. There's Christopher Koshorik. That ball gets through for a base hit. That was Jack. I'm sorry. Before that hitting, it was that was Jack Driscoll. Did I do that right? No, wait a minute. 66, Jack Reuter. I am sorry. Popped out of play. So I was going to say, geez, they went through the lineup awful quick to have Koshorik up again. Oh, a swing. This is Matt Malley. Up. Eighth in the lineup. Nice play by Ponticello. Like how I even showed it. It's like, here it is. I still have it. Anybody see that? We'll talk about it when we get back.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat. Concerned about the cost of your insurance? The Ryan agencies sift through quotes from many companies to uncover your best insurance value. You'd be surprised at the savings we can find. Let's just talk. What's there to lose? The Ryan agencies, your local insurance inflation fighters.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
local health.
I thought I could give you some real-time scoring with the softball, but they don't have the scoreboard on over there. So I have no idea what's going on. But I can find out. Just a moment, I'll text one of my friends. Whoops. Be nice if I was paying attention to what's going on here. Nice tag. Pico. Grounded to third. Sorry about that, folks. Thought I'd come back from commercial quick enough. Jake Ponicello struck out. 0 for 1 today. That's a pop-up. He is 1 for 1, or 1 and 1 here at this at bat. In the dirt. Don't forget to give us a like on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe as well. That helps. Go to Peisch Sports on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and also like those. We post daily scores and updates and player profiles and upcoming game schedules for the week called Streaming This Week. It's a like world, right? Not in time. A slow roller, that's a tough one. Ponicello gets on. Nice play by Roland too. Nothing he could do, like I said. That's those slow rollers. So an infield hit for Ponicello. That ball is going to get free as they throw over to first to try to keep Ponicello on base. That's what we've seen a ton of problems this year. And like I said, it's not Avon, it's Hornell. It's every team has trouble throwing the ball. Fielding has been a huge issue this year. I mentioned it earlier, but the only way we can get better is keep doing it. But hopefully by sectional time, these teams have ironed some of that stuff out. Shawnee Rose. Rose popped out to right field 0 for 1 today. Top of the third, 1-1 on the John and Dagan scoreboard. I want to thank John Dagan, attorney at law. This one's popped up. Nice play underneath it, Christopher Koshorik. Runners stay put. Also, you're watching on YouTube, like I said, not only give us likes, but subscribe and press the alert button also helps. Like I said, no matter where I set up, either one of the umpire or the shortstop's in my way. Or this isn't too bad here, though. You can see more of the action. You can see the motions of shortstop Roland. Michael Roland, only a junior for the Braves. It's Christopher Davis. Ponticello's on third here. Like I said, he slid in and got a couple handfuls of mud and belt, looks like. Davis. Andrew Davis, so that's the third out. So we go to the bottom of the third. Ponticello's got to get his equipment on. I'm surprised they usually have just a catcher come out and catch. I don't know. I haven't it's not just Hornell. I've seen that a lot, where they don't have someone warming up the pitcher when the catcher's the last one out. So I'm not sure why it's not being done as much this year. Dr. Pat Pico, MD, 15 Loader Street in Wellsville, 585-596-4129, providing quality care to the residents of Steuben, Allegheny counties for over 25 years. Thanks, Dr. Pico. Gotta get in front of. I don't think he wants to get the hot shot to the face or something. Those, like I said, the ball bounces in strange ways on these fields just because they're not excessively. No, I wouldn't say excessively doing, just maintained at a higher level, and it's not anyone's fault, obviously. All the schools are like that. They're just, like talking to Hornell, they were rolling it with a roller that didn't have any kind of weight in the rollers, and they said they needed something bigger, and so a lot of these schools don't have the equipment to do proper maintenance all year long. This is Christopher Kashorik. Hit to left field. His first at bat's 1-for-1 today. And there's strike three. So Kashorik goes down. Nice pitching by Charlie Oyer. Brings up Michael Rowland, who struck out his first at bat, 0-for-1 today. Pico's just going to eat it. Slow roller down third base. A hit for Michael Rowland. So rolling on first, 1 out, bottom of the third, 1-1 on the John and Dagan scoreboard. Again, Bob Peischer broadcasting from the Maple City, from the Simmons and Rockwell broadcast booth here from beautiful Avon High School. The wind has calmed down a little bit, so that's good. Foul tip. This is Evan Maston, the pitcher. Grounding out to third. 0 for 1 today. I should actually give you the 0 for 1 today with that ground out to third. Be the proper way to announce it, I'm pretty sure. Rose should have known not to really throw it. He wasn't going to beat it because Rose was going one way. The ball hit the other way, and it was thrown out of bounds. Or not out of bounds, but so Maston's going to get an infield hit on that one. Wasn't able to advance to second on the errant throw by Rose. This is Hudson Volpe. Volpe got on base. Was that a balk? Head coach, I didn't see it, and I'm not sure my replay is going to show it either. No. Joe Flint not happy. I didn't see it. I didn't have the replay. Like I said, I was actually in the process of resetting my replay settings, so so I could have some more time on it. But because it's all set up for how much time I go back in a particular play to make it simple for replays and stuff, since it's a one-man operation. 0-2 to Volpe. There are probably people that are watching this that I do all the Avon games, or when they do play Hornell. I've always mispronounced his name. Velope, and maybe it is. I don't know. The Volpe isn't that the same spelling from the guy from the Yankees, who I happened to see play in Double-A ball last year. Went down and saw the Somerset Patriots, the Double-A team, of the Yankees down in New Jersey. Into that one day, the Mets old-timers game the next day, and there's a strikeout. And I have to throw down to first to complete the play, but that's going to be the second out. Let's see if the instant replay works better here. Yep. Nasty pitch by Oyer that time. It's inside. This is Richard Bryce. Popped out to Shawnee Rose there, number 6 at shortstop. His first time at bat. So 2 outs. There's a strike, 1-1. Hornell does have a game scheduled for Monday at Haverling. Obviously all dependent on weather. If you looked at the forecast, starting yesterday, you wouldn't think there would be any games just because it just showed heavy rain coming and consistent for basically a full week. 88% participation, but obviously that's for at least some point in the day. I think when they give that percentage, I don't think it means 88% the whole game, or the whole day, sorry. So a bad pitch that time by Orr allows Maston to come across. It's 3-1 now. And this is Richard Price at bat. Yeah, he's got to come out and talk to him. Sometimes you got to trust your field. I mean, you got 8 other players out there with you. Don't try to just be too cute with it. You've seen a couple pitches get away from Ponicello. Obviously, he was able to. There's a nice pitch. There we go. Perfect. Nice pitch by Oyer. Ponicello sounds like he just went out there and said, throw some heat. And there it is. Boom. We'll be back.
Whether you're looking for a new garage door or just need repairs, Overhead Door stands for excellence. With a complete line of garage doors and openers, plus expert service you can trust. Beautifully designed, beautifully crafted, trusted for more than 90 years. Always look for the Overhead Door logo to be sure you're getting the genuine, the original Overhead Door.
In doing the work you do, if you're hurt, we'll help you through.
Don't be fooled. Video hearings are as critical as appearing in person.
Make sure your rights are protected.
Your employer has trained specialists on their side.
And the judges work for New York State.
The only person on your side
is the attorney at your side.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys. There is a road laid out for me.
First night here, but Amy seems cool.
Leading down to the river. I am blind, but I need not see.
What do you think?
I know this road is there for me. If I'm really free, take me down to the river and walk.
No, as I jinxed myself and I said the wind had stopped. It's kicking back up. It's getting a little warmer though, which is nice. This is Davin Oyer. At the plate from Hornell. He had a hit to left field his first at bat. He's taking a 2-0 count here. I think Hornell has to be just a little more patient. That ball might have been high. You know, he could have a 3-1 count or 3-0 count right now, but took a swing at it. Let's see if we can see where that ball was placed. Yeah, that ball would have been high. That would have been a strike. So now it is 2-2. Time called. So we do have an update. The girls game, girls softball is 0-0 top of the 5th. So good game over on the field right next to us. So that's ball 4. So good recovery at bat that time by Oyer. Tell you, pad your OBP, I'm sorry, with a hit and a walk. You're on base twice at 2 at bats. Always helps. This is Charlie Oyer, the pitcher, cousin of Davin Oyer, who reached on an error. Oyer's looking at a 1-1 count. Threw over to keep Davin Oyer on first. Nope. Not close there. Maston, who's pitching, Evan Maston, just trying to keep him, let him know he hasn't forgot about him. In this case, with nobody out, I wouldn't even think about sending Oyer. Davin Oyer, that is, that's on first. 2-2. You need base runners here. You can't have anyone throwing out, even though the throwouts at second, pickoffs and stuff around, whether it be from the pitcher or whatever, have not been good this year. And catchers throwing down to second or trying to throw somebody out has not been a very high percentage, so the percentage of stealing has been high across the board. That one's in the dirt. So there's a reason why, because Maston has not thrown consistent strikes. He's been good at times, but he's also, as we see here, walked 2 batters in a row. And they are going to have a little team meeting to see, give him a little pep talk most likely. A lot of times this word, I say, and I'll announce it several times over the course of a year, that someone needs to come out and talk to the pitcher, because 9 times out of 10 it helps. You'll go right back and start throwing strikes. It's strange, but it's a true thing. That's why sometimes you don't see them do it. Catchers won't come out and talk to their pitcher or the coach or whatever, and then they continue to walk people. Or I'm not sure if there's a limit how many times you can come out to the mound. I'm sure there is. And in time, you can see the umpires coming out now to say, "Let's go, boys." So 2 walks in a row by Evan Maston. Let's see if are they keeping him in. Yep, they are. That's it. Plus, it's a good time for head coach Rob Fries to come out and just refresh their memories on balls in play, where you want to go with the ball. especially with nobody out here. 2 on for Hornell. And you got Daniel Barnett Jr. up. He hit a line drive to third to get out his first at bat. Squares the bunt, and that ball he offered for the strike. One thing you've got to make sure, don't always offer. You can pull back if the ball looks like it's going to be low. Barnett takes strike 2. That ball's low. That's why when Barnett Jr. came up, take the first pitch. It was a ball, you know, and he tried to offer the bunt and didn't pull back. And there's strike 3. So that's so 1 out now with 2 on. It does put top of the order Gates Miller up, who's takes a cut there. Wow, what a play. And they call it's a double play. Line drive. Wow. Beautiful play that time by Matthew Malley. I didn't catch it, unfortunately. I apologize, but was able to get back. And Oyer was caught in no man's land there diving back. So that's unfortunate for Hornell. Good play by Avon. Sorry I didn't catch it, but I'm not used to. I always like where I film when I'm filming in Hornell from I can see back, so it's a lot easier. That's why obviously when you see instant replays at on MLB level or at any level, they always show the replay from behind the catcher because it's hard to when you have one camera to catch everything. No excuses though. So it takes us to the bottom of the 4th. So Hornell 2 men on, 2 early walks by Maston, and nothing out of it. Double play to end things, beautiful play. And catch by Malley. Matthew Malley, the senior. That's just obviously bad luck. I've seen, we've all watched Major League or college or high school. I've seen bases loaded, nobody out, and nobody scores. Just some great plays. You see Gates Miller shaking his head out here. There's nothing he could do. He's playing center field. There's Gates. And really, Oyer, nothing he can do. I mean, that's just like a bang-bang play. Hitting the wrong spot of the game, or the field, and this is Matthew Stroud. He's looking at an 0-2 count. I don't have listed what he did his last at bat. Stays alive, but that looked like that was going to be a strike. Tried to go over his head with it. I'm confused here. Let me see if it shows it. I guess first Argenturi tried to run out and get it, and he's hobbling. Hope he's going to be all right. Barnett Jr.'s over there in right field. I didn't. It was really hitting the right position or spot that time on the field because neither of them had really a chance to get it. Throw to keep Stroud on. This is Jack Reuter who grounded out to Charlie Oyer, the pitcher, the first at bat. Nice play. So 1 out. Did Stroud over. Oh, you can see. Oh, you can see Shawnee Rose put his hands up like that's not a strike. That was. Wow. Watching that again, you can see Rose put his hands up. That ball's going to be fouled out. 0-2. One and two. Of course, at this angle, we don't have the box that they use in MLB and this and that, but when you have Ponacel who didn't move at all, and I'm not sure where he's lined up. You know, he could be lined up on the outside, and that ball was just to his left a tad, so maybe it was outside. Since we can't see the plate, we're not high enough on the field here above. Oh no. How was that not caught? A wind, I guess, maybe. Pico looks like he overran it a little bit. It's hard to tell. Ball did come back. Stroud couldn't go anywhere. He stays on second, but that... Or was that a foul? No, it wasn't a foul ball. Okay, nope. I don't know what the discussion was. Nice play. Daniel Barnett Jr. Keeps everyone 2 outs. This one popped up. Rose has it. And that's the 3rd out. That was Reese DeVito that was on first. I didn't have his name. So Reese DeVito, and I don't see who was even. All right. 5th was Bryce. I'm not sure if they switched something up or not, since I'm not giving lineup changes and stuff like that. I kind of go by my own figuring things out, and I didn't figure it out right. I'll be back.
Are you still looking for a truck? Simmons Rockwell is your pre-owned truck headquarters with over 400 late model, low mileage trucks available across 5 locations. Stop searching empty lots and visit simmons-rockwell.com now to view hundreds of quality pre-owned trucks you can drive home today. Make car buying simple when you click Drive Your Deal on hundreds of pre-owned trucks at simmons-rockwell.com.
Hi, I'm Jim Dagan, and along with my daughter Laura, own and operate the Dagan Funeral Home here in Hornell.
The Dagan Funeral Home was established way back in 1883 by my great-great-grandfather and is the oldest family-owned funeral home in the area. We offer traditional funerals for all faiths as well as low-cost cremation services, and we will be happy to assist you with pre-planning and inflation-proof financing.
The Dagan Funeral Home, 5 generations of the Dagan family serving your family.
So Evan Maston still on the mound here for Avon. Wyatt Argenteri up. Why, people? I guess it's I don't know. If it's outside, pull that back. You don't want to have to. Anytime you have to throw your body or anything, it's going to be a ball. Now he's down 0-2. The lost art of bunting, and it's in every league, which is just a shame, especially when they had this shift last year in Major League Baseball, which they don't anymore. So many people could have been on by bunting, but nobody wants to bunt. Everyone wants to hit the ball and hit home runs, and level swings have gone by the wayside too. Everyone tries to just jack the ball, unfortunately. And there's a per example, bunting. It's just, you gotta learn to bunt. Oh my goodness. Maston lost that one. That's inside 2-2. And what's unfortunate about going down 0-2 there, Argenteri now has to swing at anything close. He can't take a chance of taking a ball, and that might have been a ball right there. Lifts one up. Nice play. Beautiful job by Christopher Kashorik. That's beautiful two-hand. Another 2 hands. Good job. Always want to use 2 hands. That's Cale Driscoll. In left field, no. Contact popped up. Oh, and that ball's going to drop in. That kind of went into no man's land. Nothing anybody could do there. You saw Kashorek come up try to get that, but he had to run too far. Kind of looked like Roland possibly could have run back further. It's hard to tell. Yeah, geez, it looked like it was close to Roland at short, but so that's an infield hit for Ponticello. Or not an infield hit, it was in the outfield. Sorry, that was a hit by Ponticello, just a pop-up. Shawnee Rose up. Rose gets a hit. And they got him. Ponticello. Not sure if he was sent or not. You need base runners, but they're trying to create something. Only down by 2. Nice play. I'm not totally against him being sent, but nonetheless, great play, great throw. Again, it was Cale Driscoll in left field that did that. So bottom. It says bottom of the 5th. Is that right? I could be way off, so I'm going to go back and put 5th. I said hit top of the 5th the last. I thought it was top, or the 6th, I mean, so I guess it's not. I guess it's bottom of the 5th now. My mistake. It's always nice when you're trying to watch something and you don't have the proper know what inning it is, because the guy running the camera doesn't know what inning it is, even though the scoreboard's right there, but I swear it said 6. There we go. We got someone warming up Hoyer. That's a good job. That's Ponticello. He finally gets his stuff on. So Charlie Hoyer still on the mound here. Michael Rowland, who 0 for 1 with a strikeout. I'm sorry, 1 for 2 with the strikeout today. Had a hit in the third inning. Looking at an 0-2 count here from Hoyer. Oh, he put, yeah, wait a minute. He put his, yeah, I was going to say, he can't do that. He put his arm out there. Is he out? Wait a minute. What do they call that if you intentionally get hit by the ball? I guess they call it just a strike, I guess. I'm not sure. You're not supposed to lean into. I'm not sure what the rules for high school, I guess, is. I know in Major League you're supposed to make an intent to get out of the way. And I'm assuming they would have the same thing in high school, but I'm not 100% positive. I should write all these things down as I've been doing this for so many years. I don't know the total rules. I never played baseball, so that's why I'm not very good at announcing it. Two and two. Yeah, so they did put a strike on there for... That was a nice try by Roland, though. Base hit, though. And good for him. It gets out to Davis. He's the Argentary giving him a little nudge there. Saying nice try with that hit by pitch. It's the pitcher, Maston. Saturday morning baseball. Ball's gonna get out of bounds. Everyone's gonna gotta have that. Oh, and 2. Nobody out. Roland on first for Avon. Gotta see, where did... You couldn't see where Rose was there. A different position that put him out of the play, apparently, and that ball gets through. So nobody out. Runners at first and second. Looks like Joe Flynn is not happy the way Rose played that. I'm not saying he directly. It just looked like he was looking at him. Popped foul. This is Hudson Volpe. One and one. Two and one. 3-1. Full count now to Volpe. Foul tip. Staying alive. Yeah, I was just looking back at that play by Rose. He basically ran all the way to cover second. I don't think you're supposed to break until the ball is pitched. You know what I mean? Until you know what happens to the bat. It took him right out of the play, unfortunately. Strike 3. This is Richard Bryce. 0 for 2 today with a pop-up and a strikeout. Nice play. I'm not sure if I got that. I thought it was more toward right field. See if you see it on the right side of your screen. I tried to get both on there because I wasn't sure exactly where it was going, but good play by Gates Miller for 2 outs. This is Trevor Stroud. 1-1 to him. One and 2 to Stroud. Or no, this isn't Stroud. What happened to... There's strike 3. Or Bryce, I said, but that wasn't Bryce. That was a bat, was it? No, Stroud. That's correct. My fault. Stroud or Bryce or Stroud. I'll get it right. Nice pitching. We go to the 6th. Finally.
Costs are rising, and the Ryan agencies are taking action. We trim the cost of your insurance with cutting-edge ideas. Want money back in your pocket? A quick call can result in savings without sacrificing coverage. The Ryan agencies, your local insurance inflation fighters.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
Maston still on the mound here for the Braves. I know how I got screwed up before because it was Bryce that lined out to Gates Miller, and for some reason I thought he was still up because I didn't have him marked off that time. It was Trevor Stroud who struck out to end that inning for Avon. This is left fielder Andrew Davis. Take pitches. That's a good job. You need run. You need base runners. This is a good time. Oh, the whole game's a good time, but just to be patient. Let him throw the first strike. There we go. He's been a good pitcher today, Evan has. Like he did have a couple walks in a row and stuff like that, but he's been consistent and pretty much the rest of the time here. It's 1-1. Says he got him. So Oyer, who was part of that, got picked off in the double play to end the last end the fourth, I believe it was. And Andrew Davis that just grounded out. He's grounded out 3 times today, unfortunately. Grounded out to the pitcher, the second baseman, and now the shortstop. Davis has. He's had a good season here so far, just not making contact today, just not getting it to where there's not a defenseman there. Davin Hoyer who hit is 1 for 1 today, with a hit to left field, and also has now drawn 2 walks. Pitcher Charlie Oyer up. 1 out, top of the 6th. 1-0 count to Oyer. Charlie Oyer, who got on first with an error and also walked here today. Popped that one foul, 1-1. This is bottom of the order. Oyer is the 8th in the lineup. Daniel Barnett Jr., the right fielder, up due next, but with 1 out here, you need Oyer and Barnett to get on to bring top of the order with Gates Miller and Argenteri. And that one gets away. That's the second wild pitch where it's not even close by. I was saying how good he was doing. No, he's still been very consistent today, but that was the second wild pitch that's been. And it's not wet out. I'm not sure how he's losing grip of it. And that's where when you're a pitcher, you're like, oh boy, you even say it yourself, I think. Whether he's trying to throw the fastball and loses grip on it or something, I'm not sure what causes that. Have to be enlightened by some pitchers how you can throw a ball like that. Who was the great St. Louis Cardinal? Remember, he had to switch from pitching to. Now, obviously, I'm not putting Maston in that category by any means. I'm just bringing it up because I thought it was funny that he used to just had no command all of a sudden. Something in his mind, and then they ended up putting him in the outfield and he batting, and he ended up having home run after home run and never pitched again. I can't think of the guy's name. He was really one heck of an athlete. But that's what he was throwing pitches like, just throwing them way out of the batters feared for their life. Oh, you're looking at a full count here. Foul. Nice hustle by Maston. Hoyer fouled off. Look at that ball 4 there. It's full. Wait, who is this at bat? Yeah, Hoyer. How come they haven't changed his account here on the scoreboard? Another one popped out of play. I saw Charlie, may have been sometime in December, and asked him, how come you're not on the basketball team? And I knew he was an athlete and stuff, and said I got cut. I was like, oh. I think he said he did try out. Hornell was heavy with basketball players. It is. I knew it was a full count, but the scoreboard here doesn't had him just as 0-1, so I think they had lost count as well. So 2 men on. Davin Hoyer at second base. His cousin Charlie Hoyer at first now. And Daniel Barnett. So this is good unless there's a double play here. Oh, I shouldn't have said it. I'm going to jinx. This one gets away, and the runners are going to advance. Now, they got it. If I was Joe Flint, the coach, I'd say just keep taking. Nothing against Barnett and his hitting, but like we said, Maston has been a little bit erratic here this inning. And we might be taking him out here. Let's see what Coach Fries is going to do. He's talking to him. Didn't take the ball from him. Again, I want to thank my advertisers. I didn't have the ads with me, or they didn't show up on the screen. Let's see if they've reappeared. No, they haven't. Not sure why. Now they're going to leave Maston in? Maybe not. Yep. Yeah, the only thing that shows up is this B1. You can see Hornell 6-2 coming in here. Barnett 1-0. That's inside 2-0. I said I would be taking all the way here with top of the order up next. That's all right. 2-1. And we know Maston can throw strikes. We've seen him make some great pitches today here. Ooh, looked a little outside, but that's all right. 2-2. Now the challenge. Still don't want him to hit into a double play, and that's in the dirt and gets away. Runners are going to stay. Full count now to Barnett. Barnett can hit the ball, no doubt about that. He did have that line drive shot that was caught by third baseman earlier, and he did draw a walk. Beautiful job hitting by Barnett that time. So bases loaded with one out, top of the order. And the coach is going to come out. I'm assuming this is going to be it. Good job pitching today. I mean, tough conditions as well. You're leading with the lead, leaving with the lead. So Matthew Malley coming in to pitch. We'll be back.
Overhead Door, a garage door company that has been with your family from the beginning, through all the ups and downs of life. From the small repairs to making your vision a reality. Overhead Door, your trusted garage door expert since 1921. Be sure you're getting the genuine, the original overhead door service.
When it comes to workers' comp, things can change quickly.
The only way to make sure your rights are protected is to have a trusted, committed attorney on your side.
An attorney who has devoted their career to helping injured workers.
Someone to fight for the money and medical benefits you deserve.
The only person on your side
is the attorney at your side.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
Traditional checking accounts are old news. So what are you waiting for? Reach new heights with Apex Rewards checking from First Heritage Federal Credit Union. Apex gives you the option to choose between cash back or high interest with a free checking account that pays you. Plus, ATM fees get refunded. Choose your rewards at FHFCU.org and get one step closer to achieving your financial goals.
Shop, finance, and buy your next car all online. With a new shopping experience at your fingertips, make car buying simple when you drive your deal at Simmons Rockwell Nissan in Horseheads and Hornell.
Okay, Matthew Malley into pitch now. Gates Miller at the plate. Bases loaded. Again, one out. 1-0. Smart by Miller. New pitcher, take. And I've seen batters get up there and try to whack it when a new pitcher comes in. I always put that on the coach. Like that. Take that ball. Let him throw the first strike. Don't give him that chance. And that would have been ball 3. I know it's easy to say when you see a ball, it looks like it's coming right down the middle. So nice pitch that time by Malley. 2-1. It's even the umpire doesn't know what the count is. 3-1. Hornell girls have pulled off the victory in softball in the next field over. And a walk. And it's going to walk a run home. There's the girls' team out there sitting. Jim Bowie, the head coach, getting a. Oops, I shouldn't even. These pitchers are working so quick, but that's a strike by Argenteri. Or by Malley. Bases loaded, 1 run home here. Strike 2. Only 1 out. And he hit him. Right? He's running. Let's see. I don't know. Did they say it hit him? Didn't look like it hit him from there. Either it was a good sell. It's hard to tell even there if he hit his back foot or not. But Argenteri didn't do any delay in getting back up and doing that. That was kind of strange, wasn't it? So it does tie things up. The last home game Hornell played, there were some umpire mistakes a little bit. And I don't blame them. It was tough to see. Even I had taken it back and had to watch it on my high definition editor. It's hard to see here. There's 1 out. A run's going to come home to make it 4-3 now. So Panicello, 2 for 3 today, and that one's outside. What's he say? Just a bit outside. Swing by Panicello, 1-1. So 3 runs home here. Top of the 6th. That ball's going to fall in. Two more runs home. Infield hit. That's Panicello's second infield hit today. I think that's besides home runs, the second most exciting thing a batter can do is an infield hit. And when you have multiple in a game, and you're able to drive run homes with it. Oh, and a bobble. Oh, no, and ran into trouble. Oh, and that's going to be thrown away. Wow. What luck that was for Hornell. A bobble. First by Bryce at short. And the ball overthrown. Really nobody covering third at that particular point, so it's hard to blame anyone. I mean, well, I don't know who was supposed to be covering third. I'm assuming the third baseman, but looked like he was heading home to back up. But that's the pitcher's job, though, to back up home plate. I don't know what the issue was there. You got to sell it, or Andrew. Take a hit. Pretend like you got hit like Argenteri did, I think. Argenteri might have been hit. I'm not positive he was faking, but... Two and one to Davis. Davis, we talked about today, the victim of poor ball placement as he's grounded out 3 times. Approaching on 2 hours for game time here. I'm not sure what Davis is laughing about. He's probably take the hit. They have ice. Full count to Davis. Ooh. Did he catch that? Good job. Excellent job. He did, and that's a beautiful job by him, because what he did, and it maybe it would have been tough. It looks like the ball might have been coming out, but his other hand in there made the play to make sure it stayed in the glove. Michael Rowland, beautiful job, Michael. And go to the bottom of the 6th now. Well, now does make it a 6-3 score here. Scoring 5 runs on that bottom, or the top of the 6th. So Rowland, that time it's 2 times, or the second at bat in a row by Davis where he's been put out by Rowland. See Panisal, Rose, hitting each other. He's only trying to do something, getting fist bumps. So this brings up Jack Reuter, who's also twice grounded back to the pitcher. For the 1-3 play. Just hit the inside quarter. He doesn't look happy. Reuter, 11th grader. Lifts that one foul as the varsity softball team goes scrambling out of the way. Put your gloves on, girls. Catch that foul ball. They were all marching, like in a row, and then they all just stopped and made sure they didn't get hit by the ball. Anyways, 1-2 to Jack Reuter. Boyer still on the mound and check swing. Fouls that one off. Said he was out. I'm looking at a replay, and the same one you're looking at initially there, and it looked like he was safe, but it's hard to tell. And I could slow down the replay a little bit more, but you have to do it before the ball's hit. So that was a nice hit. Was that Malley that was up that time? I didn't see. It says number 6, so it wasn't Malley. Oh yeah, Cale Driscoll. Okay, good job, Cale. So 1 out, Driscoll on first. Yeah, with the instant, this system that I have that does instant replays, there's different settings. You can set it to half speed, 75% speed. I would like it to put it like at 60 to 65% speed, but you can't. It's what they offer, and they just offered. It was half speed, all the games up until the last one, but they offered an update. There's a ground ball. Oh, and he drops the ball. That's all right. That's a great play by Rose, because that was awkward by him, what he had to do. You'll see the play here again. Gets the forced out, though. It's hard to avoid the slide, as you can see there, and get it over. And if Argentieri had been able to hang on to that, it would have been a great play. So there are 2 outs here, bottom of the 6th. And I was getting back about the instant replay again. They offered an update last week, and it offered 75% speed. So I'm going to start using that instead. But some of the instant replays are a little too fast to try to see if we can see if they're safe or not, or I reset it to 50% now, so if there's any other close plays, we'll hopefully be able to see. This one hit well. Oops, did we get a runner on third? Here we go, yep. So the runner, number 9, which I don't have, it's either Jack Driscoll or Bryant Vanglis, since I don't have a number 9 here. It's a nice hit by Koshorik. Who's number 9? It's either Jack Driscoll or Foglis.
That number 23 right there, Christopher. He's going to Elk State next year.
Who is?
The one that is in
Oh, okay.
Number 9 is, I can tell you in a second.
Because I got a bunch of NAs on here.
Yeah, Jake Driscoll's number 9.
So it is Jake Driscoll. Okay, I knew it was one of the ones I didn't have. Thank you. I just go whatever they's online, and I don't get, nobody sends me the lineup changes. So Alfred State next year for Christopher Kashorik. They put a good program together up there. A couple Hornell players up there right now, and that one's lifted. Looks like Rose is underneath it. Wow, that was way up there. Beautiful job for Rose. We go to the 7th. We'll be back.
Hi, I'm Laura Dagan-Pico, and along with my father, Jim Dagan, operate the Dagan Funeral Home here in Hornell.
The Dagan Funeral Home is a large, spacious, handicap-accessible facility with a seating capacity of 150 people, along with a separate family room for entertaining children. We also offer DVD memorial tributes, which continually show photographs and movies of your loved one's life on 2 beautiful flat-screen TVs.
The Dagan Funeral Home, 5 generations of the Dagan family serving your family.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat. Concerned about the cost of your insurance? The Ryan agencies sift through quotes from many companies to uncover your best insurance value. You'd be surprised at the savings we can find. Let's just talk. What's there to lose? The Ryan agencies, your local insurance inflation fighters.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
In local health.
Yeah, he is pretty good, yeah. So welcome back. Top of the 7th inning. Six to 3 Hornell. This is Davin Oyer. At the plate, Oyer been on base 3 times, reached on an error. And this one's going to be a hit into the gap. You're going to see the instant replay slower here. It's not a close play, but so Oyer's on base percentage 1,000% here today. He's been on base 4 times, or like I said, reached on an error, walked twice, and with that hit brings up Charlie Oyer. Charlie Oyer is able to do the same thing here. It's nice when your bottom of the order, 7th and 8th hitter, are getting on base. Charlie Oyer. Actually, Davin, I misspoke. Davin Oyer had 2 hits and 2 walks today. Charlie Oyer reached on an error earlier with 2 walks. It popped out. Nice play by Kishorek. There's a strike to Barnett. Barnett part of that. The Oyer, both Oyers and Barnett part of that big run Hornell had. It's Oyer's, or Davin Oyer steals. What I was saying is the bottom of the order the last time in the 6th inning that gave Hornell those runs. It was all by the bottom of the order. Nothing makes a head coach happier when you have your bottom of the order making plays and putting the ball in play, taking walks and scoring runs. Burnett 2-2. So Oyer over to third. Davin Oyer. 2 outs, top of the order. Gates Miller at the plate. Miller 0 for 2 today. Grounded out to second and hit a line drive to first base for those 2 outs. And also has a walk. 1-1 count. Trevor Stroud pitching for Avon. That one popped up. Easy play for Roland. And we go to the bottom of the 7th. Last chance for Avon. We'll be back.
Whether you're looking for a new garage door or just need repairs, Overhead Door stands for excellence. With a complete line of garage doors and openers, plus expert service you can trust. Beautifully designed, beautifully crafted, trusted for more than 90 years. Always look for the Overhead Door logo to be sure you're getting the genuine, the original Overhead Door.
In doing the work you do, if you're hurt, we'll help you through.
Don't be fooled. Video hearings are as critical as appearing in person.
Make sure your rights are protected.
Your employer has trained specialists on their side.
And the judges work for New York State.
The only person on your side
is the attorney at your side.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys. There is a road laid out for me.
First night here, but Amy seems cool.
Leading down to the river. I am blind, but I need not see.
What do you think?
I know this road is there for me. If I'm really free, take me down to the river and walk.
Okay, welcome back. Bottom of the 7th, and there's a delay here. Evan Maston, 2 hits today. 2 for 3. Charlie Oyer trying to go the distance here for Hornell. This one lifted. Pico there with it. Time to get a brush cut like his brother. Hat flies off every time he goes in motion. I'm just jealous because I'm bald, but I don't have any hair. So down to their last 2 outs. Again, if everything, weather stays with us here on Monday, Hornell will play. And when I say the weather, it's supposed to be at least cloudy on Monday at a minimum. So if the rain stays away Monday, we'll be bringing you the Hornell at Haverline game. Look at the sun's actually coming out here now. This one lifted. And a home run right to the blacktop. Awesome play by Koshorek. Or that's Hudson Volpe. Sorry. Nice home run. I'm just talking to Kishorek's father, and he said his son was second in the state in home runs last year, but that was Volpe. Nice hit. This one lifted. Gates Miller. So a couple hard hit balls here. Nobody on, thank God, for Hornell. That's the first home run I've seen this year. Wow, the wind has really kicked up. And that home run by Volpe landed, wow, about 20 feet past the fence. It might have been helped a little bit by the wind, but that's a lot of power by Volpe. So down to their last strike here. And wow, that ball was blasted. The wind is blowing out. And there's strike 3. So good job by Oyer going the distance today. And that's your final. Hornell wins it. They will move to 7-2 now. There's Vaughn. It looks like he's injured. So Hornell moves to 7-2. Avon drops to 6-2. Good game. This is a fun game to do today. Both a lot of contact made by both teams. Nice to see a home run. That time by Hudson Volpe. It was an awesome hit. So that's it for right now. We'll see you hopefully Monday for Hornell at Haverling. Sorry, I'm looking off at some stats here and just going to try to give you some stats, but I don't have anything. Just a good pitching performance by Charlie Oyer. And got on base 3 times as well, so helping his own cause. Jake Ponicello went 3 for 4 today with 2 infield hits, which was the most impressive. That's awesome. Anytime you can get an infield hit. So Jake Ponicello, 3 for 4. So that's it. Thanks for everybody for joining us. Your final 6-4. Hornell wins it. We'll see you Monday, hopefully.
Are you still looking for a truck? Simmons Rockwell is your pre-owned truck headquarters with over 400 late model, low mileage trucks available across 5 locations. Stop searching empty lots and visit simmons-rockwell.com now to view hundreds of quality pre-owned trucks you can drive home today. Make car buying simple when you click Drive Your Deal on hundreds of pre-owned trucks at simmons-rockwell.com.
Hi, I'm Jim Dagan, and along with my daughter Laura, own and operate the Dagan Funeral Home here in Hornell.
The Dagan Funeral Home was established way back in 1883 by my great-great-grandfather and is the oldest family-owned funeral home in the area. We offer traditional funerals for all faiths as well as low-cost cremation services, and we will be happy to assist you with pre-planning and inflation-proof financing.
The Dagan Funeral Home, 5 generations of the Dagan family serving your family.
Costs are rising, and the Ryan agencies are taking action. We trim the cost of your insurance with cutting-edge ideas. Want money back in your pocket? A quick call can result in savings without sacrificing coverage. The Ryan agencies, your local insurance inflation fighters.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
Overhead Door, a garage door company that has been with your family from the beginning, through all the ups and downs of life. From the small repairs to making your vision a reality. Overhead Door, your trusted garage door expert since 1921. Be sure you're getting the genuine, the original overhead door service.
When it comes to workers' comp, things can change quickly.
The only way to make sure your rights are protected is to have a trusted, committed attorney on your side.
An attorney who has devoted their career to helping injured workers.
Someone to fight for the money and medical benefits you deserve.
The only person on your side
is the attorney at your side.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
Traditional checking accounts are old news. So what are you waiting for? Reach new heights with Apex Rewards checking from First Heritage Federal Credit Union. Apex gives you the option to choose between cash back or high interest with a free checking account that pays you. Plus, ATM fees get refunded. Choose your rewards at fhfcu.org and get one step closer to achieving your financial goals.
Shop, finance, and buy your next car all online. With a new shopping experience at your fingertips, make car buying simple when you drive your deal at Simmons Rockwell Nissan in Horseheads and Hornell.
Hi, I'm Laura Dagan-Pico, and along with my father, Jim Dagan, operate the Dagan Funeral Home here in Hornell.
The Dagan Funeral Home is a large, spacious, handicap-accessible facility with a seating capacity of 150 people, along with a separate family room for entertaining children. We also offer DVD memorial tributes, which continually show photographs and movies of your loved one's life on 2 beautiful flat-screen TVs.
The Dagan Funeral Home, 5 generations of the Dagan family serving your family.